Mutual News via satellite. I'm Peter Maer. The death toll is at least 300, and recovery crews are still finding bodies in the rubble left from yesterday's natural gas explosions in Mexico City. Mutual's Kathy Loretta reports on the difficult job of identifying the dead.
As firefighters continue to hose down the huge gas cylinders, rescue teams continue their task of sifting through the tons of rubble looking for more bodies. Police and Red Cross authorities have stopped issuing any figures regarding victims. They just say the death toll will be very high. Many of those pulled from the crumbled homes will never be identified and have been placed in an amphitheater for later processing. The Census Bureau has begun to research the homes and the families in the area to determine just who lived in the suburban slum, but since many were squatters, it will be a long, hard process. Kathy Loretta, Mutual News, Mexico City.
This is Mutual News.
Sears is having a very big sale for a very little time. For 3 days only, installed Andrea Royale carpeting is 50% off, just $14.49 a square yard. Get 50% off twin-size Sears-Orthopedic Supreme bedding, only $99.98 each piece. You can even save $50 when you buy a Kenmore washer-dryer pair. With savings like these all over the store, it'll seem like Christmas has arrived a little early this year. Shop Sears' big 3-day sale this Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday at most Sears retail stores.
Digel tops plain antacids. We proved it in recent laboratory tests. We actually cut the yellow top off a Digel tablet to dramatize the results. Without this yellow layer, Digel consumes as much heartburn-producing acid as plain antacids like Rolaids. What's more, Digel has the yellow top and gives you the fast gas-calming action of simethicone. Conclusion: when you want more than plain relief, Digel tops plain antacids. For occasional use only as directed.
Investigators in Lakewood, New Jersey say an electric heater placed too close to a couch was the apparent cause of a house fire that killed 7 people this morning. Poor communications may be hampering reports of casualties and damage from a major earthquake that shook the southern Philippines this morning. U.S. monitors say the quake measured 7.2 on the Richter scale. The latest measure of the nation's economy, the gross national product, will be released within the hour in Washington. Analysts expect the revised third-quarter report to confirm that the economy has weakened in recent months. White House advisors are reportedly deadlocked on ways to trim the federal deficit. The budget cutters are meeting as President Reagan continues his California vacation. Mutual's Jim Thompson reports from Santa Barbara.
White House aides insist that despite gloomy predictions for the federal deficit, no conclusions have been reached by Mr. Reagan's budget working group. In fact, one official admits that the group is so badly split that they may be unable to come to an agreement on where the president should look for spending cuts. In what would be a departure from the past, the group may give Mr. Reagan a list of options and let him make the selections. Whatever the procedure or the final decision, it will certainly stir up controversy on both sides of the aisle in Congress. Jim Thompson, Mutual News, with the President in Santa Barbara.
The Justice Department today will reveal results of the largest manhunt in U.S. history. The 2-month undercover investigation reportedly caught 3,000 fugitives. You're listening to Mutual News.
By the skin of your teeth.
Salt of the earth.
A hole in the wall.
Apple of my eye.
Wolf in
When a book inspires a new figure of speech, that's an important book. Take Orwell's 1984 with Big Brother, or make him an offer he can't refuse from you-know-where. But when one book gives us hundreds of expressions...
Feet of clay.
Labor of love.
The blind leading the blind.
That's one for the record book. Well, believe it or not, all these expressions come from one source, the Bible. Surprised? The Bible is full of surprises, with poetry, history, prophecy, and wisdom for the 80s and beyond. Now there's a new edition called The Book. The book is complete in modern English, and the print won't make you squint. There's even a special reference section. Read the book. You can pick up a copy in the twinkling of an eye. Oh, that expression's from the Bible, too.
Pearls before swine.
Writing on the wall.
Good Samaritan.
Prodigal son.
The Book from Tyndale House Publishers. Read any good book lately?
2 days of meetings between British Prime Minister Thatcher and Ireland's Prime Minister Garret Fitzgerald have ended with Britain rejecting proposals that would give up absolute authority in Northern Ireland. The building that once housed the Libyan embassy in London caught fire this morning. The embassy was the scene of a 10-day standoff last spring following the shooting of a London policewoman by gunfire from inside the embassy. Peter Maer, Mutual News.